There is a growing number of women courageously leveraging their businesses and investments to enact the positive change that they want to see in the world. This is the driving force behind HSBC's continued support for women empowerment. Women leadership and involvement help drive this forward, not just in the workplace, but in the community as a whole. And in fact, I want to make this point that men plays an equally important, pivotal role in advancing this cause.
For me, a champion, it's a process. I think it's reflecting on how you do better every day, how to balance everything in life. Every night he would, when we were kids, he would make it a point to read us a bedtime story. He created this story about this character of Fei Bo-ju. And this Fei Bo-ju somehow has similar life experiences as I do every day. Focus of these stories is the 3 keys to success: character, integrity, and honesty. Every day he and I reflect together, how do we be better in these 3 keys? And I think that's the most important thing to be a champion, to focus on character.
For me, championing actually means 3 things: rooting to a cause, creating teamwork, and giving voice to female, especially in my kitchen. Like most chefs and restaurant owners over the pandemic, our business was facing a lot of issues. But it was during this time that I really reflect on myself and think, what kind of chef should I be? Like, as a restaurant owner, we have a social responsibility towards our guests and to educate them about our culture and environment. Secondly, I think even at peak, no one can cook 80-course a meal at once. A team is not the individual, it's the ultimate champion for me. Thirdly, since we have quite a number of female staff in the kitchen, so how to amplify their voice is also one of my focus.
I think champion to me takes many forms. You can be an individual contributor, very successful in your own domain. You are a champion. But to me, what is even more meaningful is you are a group of individuals who champion the success of the others.
I've always known I wanted to be a teacher since I was 3 years old. Then 6 years later, my little brother was born, so he was my lifelong student. When I was going to be a teacher and getting qualified, and I read that actually Hong Kong has one of the high depression rate among primary school kids. As parents and educators, we need to tell the kids what is the most important is you as a person. You as a person is the most important. Academically, you can always learn from the internet, especially now technology is so available, but character is not something that can be just taught. It has to be role model, has to be cultivated. And I think that is why Mighty Oaks was founded.
When I first started out, I never thought too much about being a female chef because it's just cooking, right? But it was more until 2015 when I had the Asia Best Female Award. So every day I have to answer a lot of these questions about how do you feel being a woman in the kitchen. It is true that it's very male dominant. The truth is we have to talk about all of this to accept that the fact that it's really imbalanced.
When I look at banking industry in general, it's quite, especially in Hong Kong, it's quite a balance between male and female. In HSBC, we have more female colleagues than male colleagues. And in the senior management role, we have about 40% of our senior management role are female. So I think we are getting there in the banking industry. The women tend to wait for something to be given to them, whereas men are a bit more aggressive as a go-getter. Whatever it is, just to encourage equal voice, male or female, different, diversity backgrounds, so that everybody has the same equal chance.
Whilst a lot of women joins the kitchen, they're often comfortable with mediocre salary and not raising their voice about rising up in the position, especially in the management level. We try to empower them by giving them a voice in decision-making process daily and give them a voice to lead and champion.
Soft skills are never going to be replaced by AI. Emotional intelligence, resilience, teamwork, these cannot be replaced by technology. And so I think this is a stark reminder now where are we preparing our kids for the future or are we focusing our time with our kids on academic?
In 2023 and in the many years to come, our bank, HSBC, will persist in its unwavering advocacy for diversity and inclusion through various activities and initiatives. And we look forward to your continued support and being with us at every step of the way in this journey.